Hello folks, this is Adel Salem, and basically I'm redoing the standards from the book of standards, this time using the video quality. Thank God we have this quality now, which will help us to spread the knowledge for those who don't like to read very much, would like to see the pictures. And this is a picture of Benfsegyi bulk, or the violet bulk, and it is from the book of standards, and I basically translated it verbatimly. This is the front picture of the book itself, which I would like to thank those who made it available for us about 15 years ago, and some of them still alive and well, and I tip my hat for them. For my demo, I picked 3 birds here, and I'm gonna try to manipulate them using a wire, and hope you wouldn't mind the noise of that wire. First is the head configuration, which is always the most important issue in the Egyptian swifts, and I'm gonna get a close-up on them here. There are 2 females and 1 male. Starting with the cheeks. The cheeks basically are split in the middle, and you would see there is a white partition in most of them. I would say about 95%. If it doesn't have the partition, this will take up the quality of the bird. The head is very small and compacted, but notably is the beak itself here. The beak is the only grainy beak among all the bulks, and that's why I picked this breed or this group of bulks, just because most of you are accustomed to have a broader beak blending pretty much with the frontal, but this is not the same here. The eyes are hazel or olive in color, and I hope it is clear enough for you. I'm gonna concentrate on it a little bit. And the cheeks are going downward and from each side, and it's the same color, or a little bit denser, because the feathers are smaller in that area than what you have in the shields. The shields are some darker than other. When from that dark color, it was called violet bulk. The neck is very compacted, which again, it's like most of the Egyptian swifts, or I would say nearly all of them, and it has a very peculiar movement. I mean, if you hold the neck, it would feel to you like there is a surgeon or electric current is moving under your hand. It's a very rapid movement in most of them. Then but you just keep thinking of that. That's the only bird or the only pigeon in the world that has this characteristic: a rapid movement right below the chin area. As you run your hand down on it or your fingers on it, you will feel it. The entire body is white, tail, the 10 primaries. It's in the bulks and the Masawid, the primaries are always 10. Of course, I'm pretty sure there's some gonna be 8 or 9. And the back is sloped and it's open and white, as you would see in that bird. And the white color of the body is reflecting on the toenails. They should be white as well. And the tail is white. There is occasionally you will have like, one black feather, but that's not gonna distract from the quality of the bird. And this is the darkest bird among them all. I hope that is clear. It's not very clear day today. And now before we move on, characteristically they have 2 bars on each side of a shield. They're just getting very close together. It's not like what you have in the drawing or the sketch. And yeah, I hope you can notice that. The eyes, we said that it's very olive in color, dark olives, granular. You would see it's just like dotted pigmentation around the pupil. And anything is different than that, it's distract from the quality of the bird. You would not see that very much in the Benfsjgi because the people who added other birds to the breed of bulks cannot do this to this group. This is basically the purest bulk group. Anytime if you're gonna mess up with the beak, it's gonna lose its granular appearance. So bear in mind that this is the purest, and it's I would say this is probably the rarest as well in Egypt. You wouldn't see many people that have this breed. And with the color of bars and the shields and the entire wide body, I think we covered this group characteristics. And I'd say, this breed is known also to be the most intelligent breed in Egypt. It's not very difficult to breed, and I don't think it's an exception from the rest of the Egyptian Swifts. And with that, I thank you very much, and we're gonna follow up with more of the grouping. And then I would just get a little closer on one bird here before I totally close. Thank you so much for watching with me.